Welcome back. You made it. You made it back. It's pretty impressive, actually. I wouldn't have come back. In fact, I didn't come back. I'm not even doing this podcast right now. This is AI talking at you. I've basically spent the week designing an artificial intelligence program based solely off the first podcast, and it basically just knows what to say and how to behave. I was trying to pick a day. I was trying to pick Sunday. Okay, it's the Seancast. Well, I'll be your host, Sean. Today's special guest is Sean. And I know what you're thinking. Well, how did you get Sean? Well, he's really busy and super famous. So I had to pull some strings. There's a lot of work that went on with that. Appreciate all the feedback, the back feed. I'm not sure what back feed is. I appreciate all the back feed. That was all done in private messages, you cocksuckers. And because it was done in private messages, you don't really know what the back feed was. Therefore, I can just make shit up. I can just be like, oh, everybody really liked it when I sang. So I'm gonna start the podcast off with a song. Because, oh boy, you guys sure did love my singing. So I'm gonna sing some more for you. Well, up she came and down she got. Then she showed me her you-know-what. Asked me if I'd like a shot with my 18-pounder. Load her up and bang away, load her up and bang away, load her up and bang away with my 18-pounder. Well, I tried her box, I found it locked. I tried the back door, found it locked. I just went off half-cocked, ooh, with my 18-pounder. Load her up and bang away, load her up and bang away, load her up and bang away with my 18-pounder. This guy's got like a serious, maybe small dick problem, talking about his... Well, I took her down to Shady Dell, I released my safety bang like hell. I missed the bullseye, but I drilled well with my 18-pounder. Load her up and bang away, load her up and bang away, load her up and bang away with my 18-pounder. Well, I took her down beside the docks, I sighted at her pretty bucks. I missed the box, but I crushed the rocks with my 18-pounder. Load her up and bang away, load her. I had 2 hot barrels in the bed. I missed her snatch and I hit her head. Ricocheted and killed her dead with my 18-pounder. Load her up and bang away, load her up and etc. Well, I took her to the burial ground. I dug a hole and I laid her down. Then just for practice, one more round with my 18-pounder. Load. Hey. This is the necrophilia on this podcast. I don't appreciate that shit. It's offensive. Is it really, though? Come on. We've all fucked a dead body. Come on. It's just us. You can admit it. I'm enjoying some French fries. And you're not. Well, you know, a few years back, I came around to all my friends and said, hey, look, this is what's happening. I'm the second coming, and you are my disciples, and we're going to save the earth. And everybody just laughed at me. Everybody just patted me on the head and said, hey, Sean, maybe you should stop doing ketamine. And you know what happened? Come on. Say it with me. What happened? That's right. Trump. So, you know, who's to blame? It's you. It's your fault. You're to blame. I tried. But, you know, that aside, man, he's doing a great job, eh? Fucking love that guy. Oh, man. So this is actually just a thank you to everyone. You know, thanks for not stepping in and saving the planet. Because, you know, fuck, let's watch this fucker burn, I say. So now this week's a special podcast. It's a podcast that I've never done before, where I'm doing it completely on location, on the farm, the land, the property, so many names. The cult is one I hear. What's the difference between the cult and the occult? Are you just like more surprised about the other one? Ooh, cult. I don't know. That was a bad joke. If I can go to hell for that one. Maybe I will. Maybe I just will. But yeah, it's completely on location. I'm hoping to have some have another drink there, Sean. I'm hoping to have some special guests. There's going to be some people gathering around for a birthday event, and maybe if you're lucky, we will have some people that are willing to subject themselves to the ass hattery that is this. Otherwise, it'll just be me yammering on as usual. It's probably what it's good. It's kind of like the Bill Burr show, but not funny. Very similar to that. So if you like Bill Burr and you like not being entertained, this is the podcast for you. And I suggest you tune in weekly, and you know, because you hate yourself that much. It's just abuse. That's all this is. It's just mindless abuse. It's garbage narcissism. That's what it is. Or is it narcissistic garbage? I'm not sure. It's one of the two. Maybe comment below. Get it? Comment below, because no one comments below. I'll get over it. I'll be fine. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me. Everything's gonna be all right. We had some technical difficulties earlier. The shitty earphone / microphone I was using seemed to shit the bed, so I'm doing this straight from the microphone of my phone, which I'm sure is maybe a higher degree of garbage. I don't know. It's kind of windy out. There's ducks here. I can't imagine the quality is better for that, because you know ducks, they're the worst. Look at them over there. You can see them just fucking doing duck shit. It's gonna be a good podcast. I think you'll really enjoy this one. Oh man, just the stuff I've got planned. Boy, I want to tell you, but I don't want to spoil it. You know, you got to stay tuned for that last 5 minutes. Oh, boy, don't fast forward. Don't do it. If you're one of those cocksuckers that reads the end of the book and then decides whether it's worth reading or not, you're just going to ruin all the stuff in between, because there's a build-up, there's character development, there's some side plots, there's all kinds of amazing shit that's going to go down. It's boy, I'm getting a little flustered thinking about it too, a little bit. I think I'm hyperventilating. Coming to you from deep inside of the cult. I've just made a sandwich by myself. That's right. Without a woman. I know what you're thinking. But Sean, women make sandwiches. You know, they say they do, but it's all a lie. It's a big conspiracy. I make better sandwiches anyway. And it comes with no strings attached. So who's winning? I think you know the answer. Oh, the bread's pretty stale. But I can't blame that on anyone but nature. Possibly humanity. But I'm sitting here in the pseudo-dark, which makes it a great time to podcast because, you know, you can't see much. I mean, you could see some kind of glowing fire. But you can check out my other videos for that shit. This is different. This is totally different. Oh, it was good. So I had like it was a nice little bun, some mayo, a little bit of spirited Mickey, a bit of brandy peppercorn barbecue sauce on there, jalapenos, some aged cheddar, a little bit of the tears of my enemies. Actually, speaking of which, I'm coming to you from inside of a yurt. You know yurts. Those are those things that Genghis Khan used to hang out in. But the big difference between what's going on right now and Genghis is that I won't be waking up in the morning and going out and raping and murdering people. Because I know better. I do all my raping and murdering at night. Get it out of the way. Gives you some, it helps you sleep better. And, you know, before you start hashtag misogynistic, you know, crap, I rape some dudes too. So, hashtag equality. I don't discriminate. I murder and rape men and women equally. You know why? Because it's 2018. That's why. My grind up lantern just died. Here we can have a listen to that. That's exciting. My hands are covered in saucy goodness. Here, this is what it sounds like. Hear that? It's the sound of failure. Take it in. But, you know, failure with light. Wonder if we can hear the fire. Maybe that'll be exciting. Let's have a listen. Can you hear that? That sounds great. It sounds like home. It sounds like self-sufficiency. Sounds like teen spirit. Because nobody wants to smell that. Blech. It was a pretty traumatic night last night. I had a bit of a stomach problem right around 7 o'clock. There was a little bit of pukiness, a little bit of nauseation. Is that a word? That's not a word. Nauseated? Apparently nauseated is the correct term and nauseous is not. You can have a nauseous feeling, but you have to be nauseated. That's your grammar. That's your grammar. So anyway, I didn't feel so good. We were covering up some firewood, getting ready for the wains. And I just thought I'd go lie down. And we had a big birthday party planned for David last night, and I cold passed out from just straight up feeling like I had to puke. And then everybody showed up at about 9 o'clock and wanted to come in the big yurt party. But I was like, get the fuck out! I'm the fucking king here! I own you! Actually, it was kind of the opposite of that. But they left me alone. And then I was awoken at 2 a.m. with excruciating a lower abdominal cramping. And then I went to the toilet and I shat out some water. It was good. It was a good night. It was a good night. All in all, it's evident that there were some critters, some varmints that had gotten into my stomach and were fucking around with my stomach bugs, and they were none too pleased about it. I think this is my theory, but I'm not entirely sure. At one point, I was in the pig pen emptying out the rocks, because the pigs don't eat rocks because they're lazy, and throwing all the rocks out, and I found a lime just sitting there. And at this point, it's like 5 o'clock or something, and they know that it's time to eat. And I'm walking around trying to throw rocks out, and they're basically trying to eat me because I'm not feeding them. I'm like, well, you stupid human, if you're not going to feed us, we're just going to gnaw on your leg. So, but I saw a lime there, and I'm like, hey guys, you can eat the lime, man. Limes are great. You know, I don't have a coconut, but look at you, can make it work. I held it up to them. They didn't want it. They didn't want anything to do with it. So I'm like, maybe they can't smell through the rind. Or maybe the rind smells too shitty for them. Maybe they got to smell the pulp inside. So I take a little tiny bite out of the rind, just, you know, so I can split it open. In doing so, possibly put a bunch of pig poop and pee in my mouth. I mean, I spat out after I took a bite of the rind, but I'm assuming that I probably put some kind of pathogen in my system at that point. So I think that's the lesson that we're all going to take away is don't eat pig excrement. My mom never taught me that, but and that's on her. Well, but I'm fine now. I'm okay. I was actually gonna not drink at all today, just to let the stomach bugs chill out. And then I realized they were probably used to being soaked in whiskey 24/7, and I thought they're probably a little bit upset. So, I threw 2 or 3 liters down the old face hole, and here we are doing a podcast. So all is right with the world. Everything is good. I'm probably gonna go. I don't know. It's like 7 o'clock, and I'm exhausted because last night was traumatic. But it's dark out, and the fire is nice and cozy, warm. And other than yammer away for an hour, I kind of want to go to sleep, but I kind of don't. I kind of want to party. I want to party. There was dance temple tonight, and I wasn't gonna go. No, I was gonna go. All on the count of there's this cougar that's been stalking the young boys here, and nobody seems interested, and I kind of felt bad, and I thought, hey, maybe this poor old cougar just needs a pet and a chin scratchies, and maybe my cock inside her. I don't know. I thought I was doing maybe, some kind of community service. But the more I thought about it and the more I talked about it, the more I realized I didn't want anything to do with that shit. So I opted out of Dance Temple and decided to stay home and do a podcast because clearly that's the best way to grow. First, like for me, the best way to grow, I think, is to just consume myself with myself. Because obviously the only person that knows what's best for me is me. And therefore, the more time I spend with me, the better me gets. Everyone was a little bit disappointed I wasn't going. Probably because I don't really know why, actually. But this is better. This is much better. I'm not going to be talking for an hour because that was just too much of a marathon. I mean, I'm not saying it'll never happen again. It might happen again. There might be some circumstance where I feel the need to yammer on for a whole hour, but I think breaking it up. And I don't know if that, breaks the rules of podcasting, because a lot of podcasting seems to be the consistent, non-stop, zero editing. I don't edit any of the segments I do. I'm just doing them spread out over a longer period, which I think that's a bit of a gray area. I think that's a loophole I can get around. I don't come off as a phony, like those people that edit. Ugh, fuck! I hate guys that edit shit. It's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. You listening? It's all lies. Everything you believe, everything you've seen all your life, it's been a lie. Except for me. I'm the truth, and that's all you need to know. Just listen to everything I say and follow my lead, and you'll be fine. I guarantee it. Oh, man, I really want another sandwich. All right, I'll come back. I don't know where I'm going to get any bread, though. I think we're out of mayo, too. Ugh. Non-mayo sandwich. A fucking disgusting piece of humanity that is. I had to walk back to the car because I'm getting a headache. So I'm probably dehydrated. I got myself some spring water to drink. You hear it? Here you go. Hear the sound? It's carbonation. It's carbon. See, and I don't get all this business about carbon tax. I spew carbon into my mouth every day. It's like this. Listen, here's me spewing some carbon tax. The bubbles are amazing. And so, apparently, Justine Trudeau is going to start taxing me on my carbonated spring water. Not down with that. I think it's garbage. I think I'm going to vote for me this year. What's that? It's not this year, it's next year? Oh, fuck. I don't want to wait a year. You should be able to vote whenever you want. I think this whole, a leader having 4 years it's old. It needs to be updated. And we need to rehire a new leader every, 7 minutes. I think that's the only way to bring stability back to Canada. Let's make Canada a beauty again, eh? Man, I've got a pounding headache. I think drinking was a bad choice. Just kidding. But definitely not drinking enough fine spring water from the makers of the earth. New from the makers of earth, it's spring water. Naturally carbonated. I kind of really don't understand that concept. Is it naturally carbonated? How is it naturally carbonated? I mean, I've had kombucha, which is carbonated because, there's little buggies crawling around and they're making shit, so they carbonate it. But that's what makes bread rise? That's right. It's the bubbles. It's all about the bubbles. Otherwise, you just got flatbread. Like a fucking tortilla. You don't want that shit. Unless you're wrapping it around some fine, meat and shit. It's fucking tostada. It's not a fucking tostada. It's nothing like a tostada. The other cool thing about a stove is that you can put your sandwich on it and you can heat it. You can heat it up and get a nice little warm toasty sandwich. But the shitty part about a stove is once you get it going, it gets way too hot. And then it's almost slightly uncomfortable to sleep. If you're me and you like it. Well, that was almost puke. You like it a little cooler when you go to sleep. However, the fire does die down, and then you are left with some very coldness when you wake up in the morning, which isn't too bad. This log is just not burning. Such disappointment. All right. This is going to be like the audio version of the Christmas fire on... Oh, God damn. Fuck. Fat. Son of a bitch. Mother. Fuck. All right, we got that going. That's pretty easy. Oh, Jesus. Go fire, go. All right, I think I've had enough for tonight. I'm gonna turn in. It's getting late. It's 8:30. Getting too old for this shit. I was thinking about, I was actually watching a documentary on China and just the absolutely massive tasks they're able to accomplish when you throw human suffering at it. But we're all the heroes of our own stories, our minuscule little moments in the cosmos here. And apparently there's been like 200 billion people that have lived and died on Earth, each with their own stories, each hero in their own right. It's fucking mind-boggling, man. Deep thoughts with Shawnee Boy. I was explaining to one of the lads on the land, the lads of the land. Oh, that's a mini series. Lads of the land, lads of the land. It'd just be a bunch of teenagers screwing around. There's a bunch of teenagers screwing around too much. Teenagers always screwing around. Anyway, I was explaining how I wanted to do this. I wanted to set up a booth at Shambhala that just said, I will argue with anyone about anything, which is basically just, playing devil's advocate to any conversation, to any topic. and I thought I'd try it out on one of them, and I think it went fairly well, but it obviously not a good debater, so I really just tore down his... Anyway, have a listen. have a listen. Would you like fries with that?
Down nature schooling.
Put down who?
Nature schooling.
Oh no, you have to. So you're saying you're giving a positive case for nature schooling?
And then I'm giving, and then you gotta totally.
Okay.
Shoot. So what are your thoughts?
What
on
will be my
schooling?
negative part? Well, it's hard to say with nature schooling because you guys also go to real school too, right?
So is it just a question actually to have Sean's opinion about your school?
Well, that's the thing is I'm very balanced. Like I see the pros and cons in everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see good and bad in everything.
Like, holy shit.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, for one thing, it's dangerous. I mean, you're out in the wilderness. It's not like wilderness is forgiving. You know, and you're miles from anywhere. What if you get injured? Like, what's going to happen?
We have.
And how is this going to help you get a job? You just going to live in the woods for the rest of your life?
Hell yeah.
That's no way to live.
Is it really helping you for your diploma?
I don't like this. Nope.
Turn it off.
Incredibly painful if it went.
There's like so many faggots on this trip.
But I managed to get.
I like these faggots. I like a thick faggot. I like them more than thin faggots.
Sure, I'm juicing the
3,
faggots.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got some faggot juice.
We got 10 faggots all tied up right here.
Faggot juice right
You
here.
smell. Oh, faggot
We're
juice
gonna burn
smells
it
good.
for the smell in the yurt.
Would you like to touch this faggot right on its shaft?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a nice faggot shaft.
Isn't it, that's like.
I love when we tie up the faggots in the truck, in the back of a truck. They look so at peace.
Well, that's where they belong, right?
Whoa, did you hear that over
You're
there?
just popping faggots' pimples right there?
Yeah. These faggots have lots of pimples. Whoa! They're everywhere.
It's a giant faggot.
Disclaimer: Forest Gardens does not condone
We
yeah. We are an equal opportunity
employer.
And all that bullshit.
Yeah, what did they used to say at the front of shows? Like, the views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views of the parent company. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, listener discretion is advised.
Participant discretion is advised.
Actually, if you're
Have
still...
you guys seen the show Don't
Wait,
Tug Me, I'm Scared?
it's... Oh, I've heard of it, yeah. It's fucked.
That's how you tie up a faggot.
That's what the, like the Muppet-like things?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like a big criticism of society, and
Oh, is it?
actually criticize the Muppets too. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was an underlying message. I thought they were just trying to be super creepy.
No, there's actually a message.
Oh, cool.
The message is
There's
Well-
always an underlying message nowadays.
What?
go move those 2 trees.
All right. Talk to you in a bit. This faggot's signing off. It's really all this whole show is, just words. Just a bunch of words. All put together in some kind of order that makes sense to one species in the universe. How many words do you think there are in the English language? This is my trivia. It's a new segment we're doing. Trivia time. It's trivia time. Boop boop ba-doop boop boodly doop. That's the theme song too. For trivia time. Welcome to trivia time. So words. How many words do you think there are in the English language? Because I can't hear any of your answers, it doesn't really matter what you think. But I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to guess. 5 seconds of radio silence, which is a huge no-no. You never have radio silence. But this is gonna be this radio silence is gonna be so huge you could drive a fucking truck through it. That's how big it's gonna be. So, all right. So go. It's actually I don't have to do that. It's been 5 seconds. You've probably been thinking about it already. But okay. So ready? Go. how many words in the English language? You got your number? It's actually about 170,000. 170,000. And there's nearly 50,000, I think 47,000 words in the English language that are obsolete. So they still exist as a word in the English language, but nobody uses them. 47,000. That's fucking insane. Well, Saturday morning, the sun's up, which is a good thing, because actually, not really a good thing. It means I have to work. I don't want to work. Working sucks. Unless, you're working at leveling up your guys in Clash of Clans or something. That's the kind of work I like. But we got a party tonight. Big Halloween bash. All Hallows Eve. I'm going to be dressing up as a Sean Leach, as that is the absolutely only thing I can dress up as that doesn't include me appropriating somebody's culture. So if anybody dresses up as me, I'll be highly offended with their appropriation of my culture. I was thinking of getting a potato sack and dressing up as a bag of potatoes, but because I'm only 44% Irish, I thought maybe that would be offensive to all the gingers that will show up there, which is a joke because we're unoffendable because we don't fucking have souls. We don't give a shit. We use the word cunt a lot, and that goes to show you right there. It's not one of the forbidden words. It's kind of like it's kind of like Snape's Sectum Semprum or whatever the fuck it was. It's not a forbidden curse, but it's pretty bad, and you probably shouldn't use it. But if you're a dick like Harry Potter, you fucking use it anyway. Cut up your enemies, you cunts. Trees of the Misty Moonlight Forest Garden. Requesting fermented grapes this time.
What you call me?
Joke there, because I'm sure most everyone missed it, including Nick, was that nobody wants to make a solid decision on the name of this place, and it's been this basically the name of this place is dynamic. It just constantly changes, and I don't mind that, but to be fair, I'm going to poke fun at it until they, rest on an actual name and stick with it. And then I'll poke fun at that, because that's all I'm good for, is just making fun of everyone.
Is it recording? Oh, there we go. What?
Is it recording?
Is recording.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Hello?
Tap, tap.
Test, test.
Tap.
1, 2, 3, test.
Let's start at the wall.
Test. Hello?
Sean playing good guitar. I think he just got a message. Wait.
Thank you very much. We're here with... Who was that?
All right, let's start off this.
All right. Let's start this.
Yeah.
Let's start this segment off right with a little bit of something for your nose. A little bit of A little bit of something for the nose. A little bit of... Uh-oh. It's drama. We gotta get this. We gotta get this on tape. I'm gonna come over here and record this. And no one...
This is saturated in bacon grease too. So Jeremy, boiling hot water.
Yeah.
It's got to melt all this and break the grease down.
Got it.
Okay?
You turn
So we're going to have to put quite a bit of soap in. What I want you to do is I want you to scrub all this stuff in this really hot water. You'll probably have to wear the gloves. That you can rinse while this water's running. You can rinse some of these things and put the dishes in here.
Bacon grease thing.
I just told you you could do some of the other dishes.
Cool.
Leave that running on boiling hot. Listen to what I say.
Okay, turn the fucking thing off.
See the other dishes?
Yeah?
Put the other dishes in here.
Yes.
Devin can deal with that hot water and the bacon grease. Because he'll never forget how to deal with bacon grease again.
Yeah. That is...
Okay? So Nathaniel, I have asked you. Hey,
Glossies.
see all this stuff? You can go in the dishwasher. You don't have to touch the bacon grease, but you can do a little bit to get ahead of the dishes, so it's not overwhelming for Devin.
I think I
And
have
you
those
do
glossies.
And now, Newsbreak with Sean. So, oh my God, did you guys hear? Like this guy in like Saudi India, like he was like, oh man, he went into this building and then they hacked him up, man. They cut him up. They fucking Dextered him, man. Dextered him hardcore. Little pieces, and then you can Google this shit. You can see the video. They just little creepy fucking guys walking off with all bags of body parts, little hunks of his like his finger and his wiener, and they killed a dude, and it's super serial, cause apparently murder's still illegal. Don't get me. # make murder illegal again. Oh, sorry, that was an editorial note. We'll take that out in post-op. But yeah, like they killed this dude and then they hacked him up and buried the body parts, and then they were all like, oh well, that wasn't us. It was, what? What guy? I don't know any guy. There's no guy. But, you know, because Big Brother's watching and there's fucking cameras everywhere, they got caught, and now they're fucked. But they're not really, because both Canada and America, and the cunts that run either country, are like, oh, well, we're just gonna keep selling them, you know, we're gonna keep selling them lethal armaments for war because the full story's not in yet. We don't know. We don't want to jump ahead and make any. That's what they sound like. That was actually a really good imitation. I'm pretty good at imitations. Is it? No? Is it imitations? No, it's that other word. Although, actually, speaking of other words, today I finally solved probably a 10-year problem I've been having with a certain word. So, when you're at a restaurant, they bring you, like, if you ask for extra sauce or extra anything, really, it's usually sauce. Little extra sauce cup, sauce bowl, little mini sauce bowls. What are those called? You know, I forget all the time, and I figuratively had a girlfriend who was in the service system, and she's told me the name, you know, 100 times, and I keep forgetting it. But today, I played a little bit of word association, and it's in there for good now. I'm never gonna forget it, because does everybody know the word? I'm gonna give you no seconds. It's called a ramekin. A ramekin. That's those little bowls that they give you. And I realized that it sounds like ram-akin. Like, it doesn't sound English. So it's kind of like Ramekin, like fuck a family member, which is incestuous. So now whenever I need to think of it, I think incest, fuck a family member, Ramekin. So yeah, problem solved. And that's the news. And that's the way the news crumbles today. Well, I think that worked out pretty well. I think we had a good old podcasty. It was a lot more work doing all the editing. Not too much work. It's not like editing one of the videos because it's just audio. It's fairly simple. But yeah, I think it went pretty well. And now I just have to do filler. Now I just have to abuse myself for 15 minutes or so, finish up to make it. I don't know why I'm making it an hour. I don't really need to make it an hour. There's really no point. Because numbers, right? Gotta have them numbers. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened this week that I could talk about. Any other exciting stories? We had a big dance party on Saturday night with Nick spinning, DJ Carrot Top working the tables. It was a good time. You can see some clips if you go and watch my video. Hey, that's what this is the end. This is the end screen. This is where I just plug other shit. I'm gonna plug my own shit, of course. Oh my God, did you see? Oh no, you haven't, because this is gonna get posted before the other one. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for. Actually, you're gonna have to stay tuned this minute or so. You have to stay tuned even longer because I still haven't edited the video from last month when I went there. So I'm gonna post that first, and then maybe a week from now I'll post what happened at Halloween-ish times. Yeah, that's it. I don't think we have any other exciting things to talk about as far as how the week went. I'm back in town now. Gonna kick the keto into full gear. Been getting a little chunky, a little chunkified, a little bit of chub happening. Not the good kind of chub, if you know what I mean. What else I gotta do this week? I don't know. I don't really have anything to do. might watch some YouTube. Play some video games. Do something a lot of the ordinary. God damn it. I'm not going to be able to make an hour out of this. Fuck's sakes. Well, it's just fucked. That's it. We'll have to throw some more whiskey down my face hole. Maybe it'll give me some inspiration. Maybe I'll read to you from the Bible. There's been a lot of requests for that. Wow, my inbox is full of requests. Sean, why don't you read from the Bible like you used to back in the 80s? Gee, we really loved those segments. Hashtag nostalgia chubby. Hey, did you check out my friend Jeremy's new podcast? Wow, it's dope. It's the shit. I really enjoyed it. I'm just kidding. It's not out yet. I'm not sure why he hasn't gotten around to doing it. Probably the same reason that he doesn't comment on my podcasts. Because he's a dick. It's okay. He won't listen to this. Yeah, let's put a pin in this. Maybe I won't do a full hour. Maybe that'll be the theme or the overall mystery of the Sean podcast. How many minutes will it be? Actually, that doesn't work, because then you can just look. You can literally look at the beginning and say, oh, it's this many minutes. Fuck. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, I guess I'll just drone on then. I'll just so how about these potatoes? Oh, whoa, did you hear them fall on the ground? Hey, here's a cup. Whoa, dude. hey, oh, I dropped that cup. And, hey, oh, listen, it's Tupperware. And here's oh, I'm gonna turn the tap on. Oh, did you hear that water? I can dump out this. Oh, maybe I should clean that out. Ooh, that smells. Hey, who didn't put away the tray? Let's put the tray away in the oven. Oh, hey, here's something else we can put away too. Wow, just listen to that. Isn't that